Yo, it's Crow, and this would be just such a wild idea. And me personally, I'm so done with DC movies at this point. I mean, like the independent stuff, but like their cinematic universe garbage. I'm just like, no. Actually, like outside the Batman and Joker, and how far things have fallen. But the recent Batman movie was okay. So what am I talking about? All right, but like realistically, uh, look, the DC extended universe or whatever they call it has just made so many terrible decisions. I mean, look, I wasn't a fan of Zack Snyder's vision. I think the guy is just like warped and nuts. And don't give me some bullshit. Oh, but he brought his dark side. Like my goodness, if the guy needs 4.5 hours to tell a coherent story, like no, I mean no. No, obviously that's not good. Be leading your film franchise or whatever the hell you were thinking. But like when they fired him, he I don't want to go into it too much, but he went through a tragedy within his family, and that's when they fired him. They used it as an opportunity, which is disgusting and gross. Look at what they did with Ezra Miller. I mean, when Ezra Miller was being arrested for beating people in public, they completely excused it. So for me, I don't care what DC does at this point. I don't support them in any way, shape, or form. I mean, it's gotten to the point where I really cannot see past the individual to appreciate the art, right? Like, I really can't see past this disgusting and deplorable company to enjoy the artwork that's being presented on the screen. And normally I'm pretty good about that. Normally I'm able to because I really like watching movies, but in this case, like I just cannot. But you have people wanting Elliot Page to replace Ezra Miller as the Flash, and look, I mean anybody is better than Ezra Miller as the Flash, so whatever. Okay. Let's just talk about what this is about really quick because I don't want to jump into the politics of it. Jordan Peterson referred to Elliot Page as their quote unquote dead name, Ellen Page, and yeah, I mean the tweet's up on the screen now. Jordan Peterson gets banned from Twitter for right, and look, I would say he probably knew that something was going to happen. And then Dave Rubin got it too and gets banned as well. So then you have people going, "Oh, but Elliot Page, they're harassing Elliot Page and all of these things." And I'll be honest with you, I kind of like am so hesitant video because I'm concerned I'm going to refer to Elliot Page by the wrong name or by the wrong pronoun. But I am actively doing my best not to just randomly piss somebody off. Jesus, but like I mean really, I personally don't see it. I saw okay, so I don't want to talk about the politics. Um, going into all right, so this was the person tweeting about it. Just want to take this moment to say Elliot Page would make a great Barry Allen in case there's ever a need to, cast a new Flash for whatever reason. I mean, like, personally, I think people have said that they really want Grant Gustin from the CW Flash. Even though, like, the CW Flash, it had an okay start. It's been a pretty bad show, but for the most part, people really like the guy. And I would say that out of everybody, out of every other actor, probably fits that role the best. He just needs like a competent fucking team writing his stuff for him, and then it'll be great. But I personally just don't see it. It's got nothing to do with the trans thing. I just do not think that they'd make a good Barry Allen. Like this person over here goes, what was it? I feel like some people are just fascinating or fan casting Elliot Page as the Flash because they like him, want to get rid of Ezra Miller, but I genuinely think he could pull it off. And I'm like, my thing is they look a lot like Ezra Miller, and I didn't like Ezra Miller as the Flash either. Like I think it's too much of that style. And like someone's gonna hate me. Look nothing alike, but no, it's man, I just don't see. Elliot Page as the Flash would be so good. He's got the wit and he's a good actor. Also, what a blast to the trans community it would be. Now, in terms of Elliot Page being a good actor, look, I'll be honest with you. Before they transitioned, that's the only films I've actually seen them be in. So I have no clue. Some like I watched what was it like a couple of episodes of Umbrella Academy, and I'm not talking about I'm not like the very beginning. I wasn't that interested. Maybe I watched the first season, the second season. I only watched a couple episodes of. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't that interesting, right? And like I haven't even seen them act now that they have transitioned. I would assume that that probably does change things. Maybe. Honestly, I have no idea. But in terms of saying that Elliot Page has good wit, beforehand I wouldn't say that. I mean, like they were. I start. Man, I just don't see it. I mean, I just really don't see it. I really don't care about giving the trans community the role for the sake of making them feel good. Like, hey, man, we don't have enough Palestinians in film. Let's make the Flash Palestinian. There we go. There we go. Unless you think that my people don't deserve anything. But I see Elliot Page being suggested as a replacement for Ezra Miller for the Flash. That's a pretty good choice, I think. I think they'd be great in the role. Now, see, here's the thing. I thought maybe that person is like they really do feel that. I don't see it myself. But then I saw this shit and I was like, okay, man, at a certain point, I think you're just yanking the chain, lying. Like they'd be perfect as Wolverine. Like what? Like what? Like what?